Time to get back on board the train. Next stop, the Wild West town of Virginia City, Nevada.
All of the theatrical stars of the era played up at Piper's Opera House. Also on the left right here, we have the Silver Queen.
Virginia City. Less than an hour outside Reno, this Wild West mining town of the 1800s is alive and kicking today. Step inside the Bucket of Blood Saloon, where the Comstock Cowboys provide the tunes and where it's okay to two-step with your six guns on.
We have about 13 saloons still in town. At the peak of our boom, we had 110. So per capita, we're actually still probably on par.
The visitor center is in the old Crystal Bar, which boasts a crystal chandelier imported from France back in the 1870s. Virginia City, Nevada was one of the most important mining towns in the 1800s, and the place still looks pretty much like it did in 1876. There's lots to see and lots of characters to meet.
I'm Monty James, and I'm a professional gunfighter. And I've been using this thing forever in the shows.
Take a ride with a happy hoofer and learn the history of Virginia City.
Hi, I'm the OK Cowboy. Some are better, some are worse. I'm just okay.
Oh, I love coming up here.
We enjoy it.
Yeah.
Mark Twain wrote for the local paper, but left town in a hurry to avoid a gunfight. Even the Catholic Church has a rich history. Built in 1868, burned in 1875, and rebuilt the next year, and today hosts both Sunday Mass and a historic museum. Just down the street is the 1870 train depot, where you can catch a ride on the Virginia and Truckee Railroad.
As we exit the tunnel now, I'd like to welcome you to Gold Canyon.
This is a good one.
Tom Gray's 94-year-old dad, Robert, was a kid when he rode one of the last trains before the tracks were torn out in the 1930s. In the 1970s, he put them back in, resurrecting the line, and 40 years later, it's still going strong.
The 3 o'clock just went down to Carson City. We used the number 18 locomotive built in 1914. We have 3 Pullman-built cars built in 1914 also.
The train's a great way to see the area and the mining history of Virginia City's Comstock lode that made this place a wealthy boom town for some 20 years.
It was really quite impressive. The way they, fell down and then came back up. You know how the town just fell apart, burned down, and then
they just built it back up and kept going with it. Just what you do back then.
This is one of the largest silver strikes in the world. And some of these mines go down 3,260 feet, the deepest mines in the world.
Restored train tracks go through some of the old tunnels built back in the 1800s. Now people board the train to both learn the history of the area and make their own.
We just had a wonderful wedding. A bunch of great people got married just now, and their family was on it. And then we have a load of people going to Carson City right now. They got to enjoy Virginia City for the day. And these guys here, we have 2 more trips today, and they're going to get to see the highlight of Virginia City on the train, and they come back and they get to spend some time on the boardwalk.
At day's end, you can even experience the Old West while you sleep at the B Street B&B. It's Henry Piper's 1875 mansion, just down the street from the Opera House that still bears his name.
My husband and I bought the house in 2004. It was a derelict, rundown.
Carolyn Eichen and her husband Chris saved the house from the wrecking ball. You'd never guess that today, though. Nearly 3 years of work has the home beautifully restored. Carolyn, a published historian with 2 degrees, is also an amazing cook.
We took it on, and we're very glad that we did that. We're glad that we saved a piece of history. People can experience what Virginia City was like during the boom.
The only trouble with historic Virginia City is there's just too much to do. So I guess we'll just have to come back. That's it for now. I'm Mark Bedore. We'll be back next week with more cool stuff from today's Wild West. We'll see you then. For more information on the people and places featured in today's Wild West, or to order show DVDs and books, visit todayswildwest.com.